the human interactions between us and authority trying to tell us what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. But excuse me, I think I was born a free human being, and I'm allowed to do anything I want, and there's no authority on this planet able to tell me what I'm allowed to do or not allowed to do as long as I don't hurt another human being. And by smoking a joint, I don't see how I'm going to actually hurt someone. I've actually tried, it's impossible. I got too paranoid. So yes, it's all about control and power and money. People who smoke marijuana tend to really sometimes not have well-paid jobs because they understand that a well-paid job might not make them happy. They just want to sit at home on the sofa, make little daisy chains out of flowers, be hippies, wear nice clothes made of hemp. They're not a threat to anyone. So it's just so funny, you can actually walk down the street having a beer, smoking a cigarette, getting violent and aggressive from all your alcohol, but as soon as you pick up a joint and smoke that, you are a criminal. I'd also like to thank the government for firing and sacking their #1 chief medical advisor to the government. He actually had about 50 years of evidence behind him saying that marijuana is nowhere near as dangerous as alcohol and tobacco. He told the truth. He only had evidence and science behind him, and the government sacked him. Because this guy said that marijuana is not dangerous, it might actually help people and make them feel happy. But if you were happy people, you wouldn't go shopping. Especially now at Christmas, if you were actually happy people, you wouldn't spend all your time and money buying lots of material objects for your friends and family. I celebrate Christmas as well. If anyone would like to donate me some drugs, I'd be very happy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just crazy people with megaphones, so please don't believe anything I say. It's very important you think for yourself, and don't believe anything the government says, or the corporations, or the newspapers. In fact, I don't want you to think that I'm here with all the answers. I'm only here with the questions. And the questions are, what the hell are we doing here on this planet? Why are there people starving all around the world when we get to drive in nice expensive cars and live in big cities that look identical to other cities? What is the meaning of life? Was I born really to go to school and have information fed down my throat so I could get a job in a glass and metal cage for 40 years so I can then retire? Is that really the best we could come up with in 2009 in this world? I think we could do better. I think we could do a lot better. We go around this country, and we're going to go abroad now, spreading these dangerous messages of peace and love and hugging people. So if you see me doing this any longer, I would recommend you report me to the lovely police and the PCSO standing by. But we actually envision a world where there are no rules. There is no authority. You can walk down the street naked if you like. You can walk down the street smoking a joint. You can do anything. You can say whatever you want. And the police would actually say, "There, on you go, young man. Have a good time." That's it. Smoke away. Get stoned. You should be able to have sex in public. But no. We have people telling us what we're allowed to do and not allowed to do at the exact same time they use stunning naked women to sell us beer. Have another beer. Look at these beautiful women drinking beer. And we believe it. We allow it to happen. We allow our government to do anything, including bombing little children in Iraq and Afghanistan, because obviously they're terrorists. I've got a secret for you. I actually learned it from the Ministry of Defense. The only two countries in this world where terrorism can be organized are Iraq and Afghanistan, which is why we're bombing the hell out of them. And the more we bomb them, maybe they will actually give up. Maybe there's a point where we kill enough children where these terrorists, who are just normal human beings like you and me, will go, "Oh, yeah, my children are dead now, maybe I should really stop being a Muslim or stop being a terrorist or something like that," because that's what the media tells you. And we believe it. We buy the newspapers, we feel scared. I was in London, I was on the train behind the one that got bombed in London. And yeah, the mainstream media will tell you that those were some very naughty terrorists who flew to Pakistan, took some terrorist training, and away they went. So let's just all forget the fact that the MI6, the security service, lost all the CCTV footage of all these supposed bombers entering the train carriages and so forth. But anyway, the police did very well. They shot and murdered that young Brazilian man who was not running for the tube. And they shot him 7 times in the head and once in the shoulder, just to make sure. You gotta make sure of these things.